Alright there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be updating you again on some more latest news. Just before I get into the topic of the development about Fabinho, currently yes, it's been agreed what role number now Romelu Lukaku will be playing. To be quite fair, I was pretty adamant he was going to be getting that number 10 role, but as he's had permission of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, as a Romelu Lukaku, he's going to be essentially playing in that number 9 role for Manchester United next season. And Rooney's going to be currently operating in that number 10 role for Everton. So yes, he's asked the permission of Zlatan Ibrahimovic as Romelu Lukaku. Yes, he's going to be officially playing in that number 9 role next season. So yeah, we're going to get straight on now to Fabinho. Yes, according to reports I've just read about the Fabinho deal, it's not currently dead as yet, as it's been going on for quite a few months now about Fabinho. According to reports, Atletico Madrid have currently entered the race. Currently, according to reports, they've currently agreed a deal in principle for Fabinho. I think it's around about 45 million euros. But of course, Atletico Madrid have currently got a transfer ban by currently, according to reports, tapping up young players and stuff. And that Fabinho could be willing to join Atletico Madrid in January. It could be fully agreed in January when their transfer ban is over. But I don't think the deal is currently off. As I said, with Fabinho, he's rejected bids from Paris Saint-Germain. I think deep down he's attempting to move. He's forcing the move, and deep down he wants to go to Paris Saint-Germain. But Monaco are not allowing this, as it's their bitter French rivals. As Fabinho was fantastic last season, I think he's 14-15 goals in 50 odd appearances. Plays a converted right back as well, but he's very tenacious, good at breaking up the play, very good in the air, very fast, very quick, and he's very tenacity. So he'd be a fantastic player for Manchester United. Be fantastic in that midfield. As I said, we do need that midfield. And you said before on Brazilian TV when he was smiling, and he was asking for Manchester United what would his squad role number going to be, and also said it was a tempting invitation. So it did say that Atletico Madrid have agreed 45 million euros with Fabinho. So I don't think the deal is dead as yet. A lot of teams have been there for Fabinho. Manchester City have been there for Fabinho. You know, now Atletico Madrid have been there. Arsenal have currently joined the race as well. So I'm not quite sure what's going to be happening with Fabinho, where his future lies ahead of him. Obviously, Monaco will not want to lure a lot of their players out, as a lot of their players could be on the verge of leaving Monaco, such as Kylian Mbappe. They've got a good, fantastic, young, experienced, talented team. And you know, this was announced about Fabinho. This was announced a couple of months ago, whenever it was that the Italian journalist Damasio. It was usually good when it comes to Italian stories and stuff like that. He's very, very reliable. It announced it was we'd almost agreed a deal with Fabinho. I think it was a month or a couple of months ago. And then it went downhill because Paris Saint-Germain had then been emerged as the front runners. That then Monaco had currently rejected that bid. And then it's died down for the last while. So now all of a sudden Atletico Madrid have come into the race, and it's according to reports it's a 45 million euro bid. Listen, I'd love Fabinho. He's very enthusiastic, very, very passionate, and you know, we'll just have to see what happens. I'd like him to come. I'd love him to come, but we'll just have to see what happens. And Damasio is a respected journalist. He currently, really hasn't, the latest news also, there's been other, I'm going to update you before I get into the other names. James Rodriguez, yes guys. Well, as I told you yesterday, according to Javier Hernandez Bonnet, the Colombian journalist, he's currently said Bayern Munich have been in the race and they are looking to launch a bid for James Rodriguez. They're looking to launch a bid for him. And currently Carlo Ancelotti wants James Rodriguez in their squad because they're looking to bolster their squad up and add ranks into their team by Munich. Because I think Douglas Costa's been heavily linked with Juventus. But according to reports that we could be still in there to get James Rodriguez. I think there's a price tag around about 62 million euros. Obviously, I'd love him to have him at Manchester United with his World Cup performances in the past. Have been absolutely fantastic. You know, didn't even get his name on in the bench or on the team in the Champions League final. Of course, had irregular starts last season, so basically Real Madrid are willing to let him go for a certain price tag, but it won't come cheap. Obviously, as he said before, Perez were blocking him a move unless they were going to meet the price tag. But now Real Madrid could be getting this Real Betis play on the board. They could be adamant that James Rodriguez could be leaving. Liverpool have been there. A catalogue of teams have been in there, but if Bayern Munich are willing to launch a bid, he may go to Bayern Munich. But according to reports, like Adidas, the sponsor, have basically backed this pursuit of James Rodriguez, and that we should be willing him, if he comes to Manchester United, to give him that number 10 shirt, which is currently vacant at the moment, is that number 10 shirt. And I did say before, when it was according to reports that we'd agreed a deal in principle with James Rodriguez, that we was adamant that he was going to get that number 10 shirt. And it was depending whether Rooney was going to leave, which he has left now. So James Rodriguez would be a perfect outfit in that number 10 shirt, in my opinion. Because I think he's also very versatile. He's very good in the air. He's also got a wonder of a left foot as well. He's strong. He's aggressive. He can score goals. He's good at breaking up the play. You know, and he's got tremendous speed as well. He's creative and he's enthusiastic, and he'd be fantastic. Would James Rodriguez? More things will update about the Colombian, but yeah, that's it. But it's still likely it could still come. James Rodriguez is still likely, but Bayern Munich could get him on the board, the German champions, if necessary. So we'll have to see what happens about that. Also, another player, Nainggolan, as I mentioned to you guys yesterday. Damasio was another one who currently announced this, that I still be pinning to be getting a new contract with Roma. I think he's got one until 2020, or it expires then, or something like that. Or he'll be signing another deal. He's currently set fire to the fuel by putting a few Instagram comments on and stuff like that, as he did have a live broadcast over the weekend, as I told you guys yesterday. He got asked the question, you know, what he'll be doing with his future. He's just said he's not quite sure yet, so he's basically not. He's having doubts on leaving Roma, so I'm not quite sure if he's going to be leaving. But he's a dynamic box-to-box player, very strong, very good in the air, very precise on the ball, good at driving forward, and as I said, his overall stats are fantastic. 57 tackles last season, 509 passes, 11 goals in the Serie A, 5 assists, 15 in all competitions. So he was basically the limelight of Roma last season, and he was fantastic in the Serie A. Obviously, Salah's already left there, and Rudiger's already left there, so could possibly Nainggolan be the next one. Manchester United are in there. Chelsea are currently in there as well. So we'll have to see what happens about that. And as I said about Romelu Lukaku, I did a big thought he will maybe getting that number 10 role for quite a few reasons, but he's currently got that number 9 role now. So I want James Rodriguez to get that number 10 role if he comes to Manchester United. I really, really do. But he did always say along with how long we've been linked with James Rodriguez and how discussions and talks have gone through, and George Mendes has banned him up to the top clubs. He's one of the most efficient players I've seen, is James Rodriguez. That he did always want to join Manchester United. He would try to force away the move to Manchester United. He said he'd love to come to Manchester United with James Rodriguez before. So yeah, there's still deals looking like they are going to be done sometime this week, I should presume. And yes, there's also been thrown into the equation as well, guys, is about Neymar from Barcelona. I think we've currently been interested in Neymar for the past 18 months. According to the reports, he got asked the question, he's going to be either joining Manchester United or Elba, apparently. He still did say, though, Neymar, he's not sure what's going to be happening on his long-term future. And he did say, and it could still be a possibility that he could be making a move to Manchester United. But Neymar, absolutely fantastic. Him, Suarez, Messi in that team, every season basically you get the tally of at least 100 goals between them three, They're the cradle of the creme. They're absolutely fantastic for Barcelona. How much I'd love Neymar, in reality, I'd love him at Manchester United, but I said I'm not going to fully commit to it just as yet. As it said before, Manchester United, well, and Paris Saint-Germain were willing to pay a staggering £190 million for him before. But Neymar, fantastic, won the Confederations Cup with Brazil in 2013. He's won La Ligas, with Barcelona, won Champions Leagues with Barcelona, and it'd be fantastic for Manchester United. I'm not fully committing to it because it could be just rumours. These are the unrealistic signings that don't look like that they are going to happen. It could be just reports saying this. But there's been talks about Neymar possibly making a move to Manchester United. But he's also very good, very strong, very good in the air, very, very quick, got fantastic crossing ability, good at breaking up the play, good at combining with his teammates well, such as Messi and Suarez, very tenacious, scores goals last season. I think he got 13 goals, 11 assists, but season before got 24 goals and got quite a few assists in there, did Neymar. So there's been talks about Neymar possibly making a move to Manchester United. And he said this is the most important season for him is the 2017-2018 season, meaning what he may be doing. He could basically end up staying at Barcelona, I'm not quite sure. But there has been talks about that as well. There's also been thrown into the equation Gareth Bale. There's been talks about that coming on as well. Where there, guys? Gareth Bale, there's been talks about him as well. As I said, since the Champions League final, didn't get the... He's had irregular starts at Real Madrid. The only reason though he's had the irregular starts because his injury, and he's officially injury prone. Last season, 7 goals, 2 assists, and I think he only made 26 appearances for Real Madrid. He was currently fantastic at Tottenham, was Gareth Bale. I think Real Madrid did pay a world record fee for him, which was around 90 million or 100 million pounds or something like that. But he was worth the money. Look what he's achieved at Real Madrid. 3 Champions Leagues in 4 seasons. He's won Copa del Rey. He's won La Ligas. And he was absolutely fantastic for Spurs. And he's a fantastic player. Look at his stats. Tremendous speed. Fantastic crossing ability. Very tenacious. Very fast. Very good in the air. Fantastic electrifying pace. And he's got all the physical attributes come to Manchester United. And basically, I think since the Ferguson era, we've been interested in Bale, and we've had his opportunity, and we've currently missed out on him a few times, Gareth Bale. But there has been talks about that as well. We'd be probably paying a staggering amount of money for a player of his calibre. But basically, Real Madrid did say they are willing to sell Gareth Bale, so they can try and seal Kylian and Mbappe on the board. Because basically, when you've got the likes of Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema, Isco, all the rest of them, it's going to be hard for Kylian Mbappe to get first team and fulfill that position that he wants to be playing in at Real Madrid. It's going to be hard for him with all them players there. So Real Madrid basically have to at least offload one of their players, to get Kylian Mbappe on the board, and they're basically willing to sell Gareth Bale. So we'll have to see what happens about that. There's been talks, and also I said I was very surprised that Manchester United weren't in for Aubameyang. As I said, AC Milan are holding talks with Aubameyang's representatives because Di Marsio's good at Italian stories. He's very reliable. So AC Milan, I think, have come in there with a bid. A lot of other teams have been in there. He's good at getting through the channels. I'm surprised we wasn't in for him. Tall, quick, fast, fantastic goal scorer, very prolific goal scorer also. And there could be still a few other players available further down the line, guys. And Neymar, I'm not fully committing to it as yet. There's been full-on talks about this. There's been, as I said, talks about James Rodriguez. Even Perisic could still happen as well. So yeah guys, that's about everything to update you with, so I hope you enjoyed my time company today. Drop a like on the video guys and take it easy, and I'll see you later on. Bye.